Multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'm a...
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision why I've come. How much time y'all got?
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 11, Mike. Jahan. 11, Thomas. Jahan.
Right back to Brown. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeaux able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with a 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
Shuck now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go. Hey, Kent.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
11. Gun.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 11. Can. 12. 11. 11.
Now Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a rookie running back out of Miami. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and You know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Saints are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
11, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
11, 11, 11. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of one quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. It's the Bengals in the lead. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 Mike. 11 Thomas.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Tape. 11 MT tape. Here we go. 12. 11. 180. Shot.
On the ground, it's Taj Brooks. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
One, ready? Gun.
They go play action with Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO, and he's going to have to eat this one as down it goes. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now it's Burrow. Quick slant complete to Martin. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now, despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On 2, ready?
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Let's get set. 11 Thomas. 12, 12. 11 MT tape. 12. Shot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To throw is Shuck. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
2nd and 10. They'll give it up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 3. comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this. To work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw now, Shuck. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And Xavier Worthy, 61 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on 1st down. Sheffield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Quickly completed to the right flat. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Shuck. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's now 4th down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And
for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's pulled in by Brooks. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle of the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
11 MT. Gun. 11 MT. Take.
From midfield now, Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Hey, we got to keep scoring. We got to keep
27 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass complete to Melton. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
11. Right in. 12.
The slot man in motion right. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 11 MT. Take. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas. 11.
To the air again, Burrow. Firing quickly
quickly here, and that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and it was a smart move.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half.
At the 21-yard line. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Sheffield. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
The score is Saints 24, Bengals 16.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Here we go. 11 MT. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tyler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it inside the 10. A gain of 32 that time. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
11 MT. Right 80. Stop.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Bo Melton, but it'll be second and goal.
Done. Stop. 180. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal.
Get set. 180. 11.
Slot man moves right.
Stop.
Third and goal. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Here we go.
Now Burrow changing things up here. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Man, he hits him in stride. And he's got this down to the 35.
They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Shuck.
On the right side, this is Miller. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
To the air again is Shuck.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go. 180. Right up.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They're going to get this out to Chase.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 16 yards.
And a loose football. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
On 1, ready? Here we go. 11, right 80. 11.
Brooks will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61, the culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Gun. Cut. 180. Stop.
Brown. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
All right. Field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on. You got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Pearson on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals.
On 1st down, Sheffield. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Throwing, Shuck. McHenry is complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
60 by 6.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And Xavier Worthy, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Saints have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bengals 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right 80. Right hot.
Now Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Right 80. Right hot. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
11, 11, 12, 11, MT, take. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, You kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here it is, 4th and inches.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. Right in. 12.
They'll try it now with Brooks. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here.
11, 11. Right 80. 11, 11, 11.
To throw, Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now second down and a few inches.
12, 12, 12. Here we go, here we go. Right in. 11.
Here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll come up, 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's second down.
11 MT, 11 MT. Let's get set. 11, 11, 11. Tahat. Tahat.
Burrow.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Up the middle with Brooks here.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win. But they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Good-looking return set up here.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was in the playoffs. Now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big 3rd down coming. To throw now, Shuck. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Shamar Stewart in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. This is Brown going up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
11 top, wide 8, 11 empty, 11 empty.
Now time to see what Burrow can do here at OT. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, 11, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go. 11, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. At this point now, a field goal would win it. They are in range. We'll see how they approach things on 1st down. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
The commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, going to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Cincinnati Bengals, champions of Super Bowl 61. So that wraps things up for another incredible season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for my partner, Charles Davis, for Mike and Greg, Kate and Brock, and our entire crew of hundreds, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good night from Southern California.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos.